Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Haven't made one in a while, but I'm only trying to show like the new things that I'm doing as I'm learning how to take care of bees. Today I'm going to try to do a sugar roll to see what our mite count might be. So I actually don't know what we're going to find because the beehive's looking kind of quiet. Who knows what's in the hive? Maybe they've even absconded, but let's find out. As you might notice here, I haven't seen a bee fly in or out of the hive. That's what I mean by today they seem very quiet. And there's some strange like waste in the front of the hive. So I wonder if ants overtook them and took them all out or something. But sometimes it looks like there's nothing happening in the hive and I open it up and find it's full of bees. So let's find out. Well guys, today is a very sad day. Looks like wax moths have taken over the hive and killed everything inside. So yeah, it was a very sad day for, my little hive today that I helped take care of. R.I.P. Queen Melissa, which is the name I named the queen. Last time I checked on the hive was probably about 3 weeks ago. And I didn't see any indication of wax moths at all. The population was significantly reduced. I wanted to get a bee excluder, bee escape I should say, because what I wanted to do is have the bees exfiltrate the honey super, and from that point what I wanted to do was put in some mite strips. Actually today, as you know, I was gonna do a sugar roll to check for mites in case that was the reason why the population was reducing. The fact that moths took over just is an indication to me that the bees weren't strong enough to fend off the moths in some way or another. Either mites were affecting them, and that's part of maybe why their population was reducing, in which case they wouldn't be able to defend their space, or just maybe their population reduced for other reasons. Either way, I think they had too much space after their population reduced, and so they couldn't defend it against the moths. So just so you know, the next steps when something like this happens is you freeze everything for 3 days to kill off anything that could be affecting the hive, whether it be beetles or moths or whatever. And then if you want to, you could clean it all out and try to reuse it. However, I found out from the owner of the hive that things are a little busy next year. And, it's already June now, so it'd probably not be a good time to start a new hive. So, that was really about the last bee video that I had planned anyway, was just demonstrating a sugar roll and maybe some honey harvesting. I wish there was something I could have done. Some key takeaways for people raising bees. Some notes that I had some concerns with that I think are true is they say keep your bees in a place that's very dry. We didn't have much of a choice with what we had to work with, but to put it in an area that I believed was pretty damp. Even near a swimming pool, the soil was damp and it was always being regularly watered. So they say to help fend off against beetles and such, that ideally keep it in a place that is very sunny and dry. And there was also a lot of shade there in the area, which made it probably easier for beetles and or moths to thrive. But regardless, you've seen the lengths I went through I used nematodes and just did whatever I could with what we had to work with. But lesson learned, I just don't think that that plot right there is really ideal for bees anyway. And so maybe in the future, if there is going to be another hive, which I'm told won't be next year, maybe we could find some area somewhere where it gets plenty of sunlight, where it's dry, and it would probably maybe have prevented things like what happens at a hive. So key takeaways from just stuff that I've learned, and also this experience that kind of, you know, puts it all, you know, in perspective, is keep the bees in a sunny area, keep them in a dry area, check on your bees probably no less than once a month, and in the spring they recommend probably no later than once every 2 weeks. But yeah, luckily, like I don't know if I told you guys already, but my channel isn't strictly about beekeeping, it's also about holistic wellness. And my next goal was to introduce to you guys that concept anyways, just to make it clear that my channel is not just about beekeeping, it's about holistic wellness and taking care of the planet because of how that affects holistic wellness. So all things holistic wellness. And you're going to see more content related to that coming in the future.